$43 million US to support our response in both countries. This amount is increasing by the day, and we expect WHO's financial needs for this emergency to double by the end of this week. We urge donors to be generous. The search and rescue phase is now coming to an end, but for WHO, the task of saving lives is only just beginning.
Let's bring into the conversation Michael Useem. He's Faculty Director of the Wharton Leadership Center for the University of Pennsylvania. He joins me live from Key West in Florida. Michael Useem, the world needs a lot of money for a lot of causes just now. Do you think this particular appeal will be responded to?
You know, I think it will, in the sense that in the private sector, thinking now of the private sector, not the UN, WHO, and so on, over the last 10 years, large corporations pretty much all over the world have increasingly stepped forward for relief and recovery from disasters. This happened after the earthquake in Haiti about 12 years back. It was a 7.0 in that same scale as the 7.8 earthquake that we just experienced. Big companies pretty much everywhere now are stepping forward the way they were not 10 to 12 or 15 years ago. So I'm optimistic.
And it's not just cash you need in an emergency like this. You need expertise, don't you? You need leadership too.
You need leadership at the top, and you need expertise, absolutely. And the companies that seem to get it most right are those that not only provide cash, but draw upon their expertise. So, for example, telephone companies, Deutsche Telekom in Turkey and Syria, it is providing free telecom service. So among companies, especially those with a footprint in Syria or a footprint in Turkey stepping forward, that's the best. And when they do, hopefully not only cash, seems that many companies are up around about €1 million already donated these days, Allianz, Google, Apple, and so on. And in addition to the cash, if companies can step forward with, if they are a mining company, for example, with heavy equipment, if they're a telecom, as I've already said, telecom services. So the art of engagement is a matter, some combination of cash and kind.
And what about medical expertise? Is there much on offer? Because one would imagine we've heard about these rescues, we've heard about not just the medical needs of those who survived, but perhaps their therapy care, their psychological care too, will be much needed in the coming days.
Well, absolutely. And that's why Doctors Without Frontiers has received a lot of cash support from the private sector. And in the short term, medical recovery and then psychological recovery as well will be very important. Great to see WHO, great to see Doctors Without Frontiers involved, and great to see governments and then private sector enterprise stepping forward with cash and support. And think about some of the great pharma companies, the great makers of medical supplies. They too are stepping forward with not just cash, but with the materials that are so vital for short-term medical assistance.
Michael, good to talk to you. Michael Useem, Faculty Director of the Wharton Leadership Center. Thank you for being with us.